See, you can see in the picture. Plants, from the seed it grows into a plant, and that plant after few more years it may grow into a big tree. And few animals, they grow from the babies, but few animals, they lay eggs. And from the egg, if you see in this picture, this egg has been turned into a chick, and chick is again grown into a hen. The same way, insects also, they too lay eggs, and from eggs they become adult. So you can see, you might have seen the butterflies. So butterflies lay egg, then the egg becomes larva, and the larva becomes the butterfly. So all the living things, they grow. And if you see in this picture, you can understand even better. A puppy grows to become a dog. So a puppy grows and becomes a dog. A tadpole grows and become a frog. A chick grows and become a hen. Another feature of living thing is, living things, they need food and water. As we all know, we cannot survive without food and water. If we do not get food for a long time, we may die. Food helps for the living things to live and to grow. And food also helps us to get the energy. Like us, animals also, plants and animals also, they need food to live. Animals, they can move here and there, and they can get the food and they can eat. Animals get food from the plants and also from different other animals. But plants cannot move to get the food. So what they do? They make food using the sunlight, water and air. Because they cannot move to get the food, they prepare their own food. They prepare their own food using the sunlight, using the sunlight, air and water. Have you ever seen your book or pencil eating food? No, it doesn't eat. It doesn't is because it is a non-living thing. It is a non-living thing, so they do not need food like us to live. Because non-living things are lifeless. Like how we eat food and water to live, the non-living things, they don't need food and water. Another feature of living thing is, living thing feel changes around them. See, we people, when it is cold winter, we cover ourselves with the sweaters because we feel cold. And it is hot summer, we start sweating and we switch on the fans in the houses, and we switch on ACs in the houses. And when you touch ice cubes, you feel very cold. It happens because we all have the sense organs. Most animals, they have sense organs like us. Like when you touch something, you know whether it is cold or hot. And you can also know whether it is rough surface or smooth surface. Like us, plants and animals also, they too feel the changes. Like as animals, they also feel cold. They also use the sense organs to search their food, because animals also have got the sense organs like us. Most of the animals, they have sense organs. See, this butterflies, insects, they search their food with the help of their sense organs. Many animals, they use their sense organs to search the food. If you see in this picture, insects like butterflies, cockroaches and different insects, they have special body parts. So this you can see the upper portion. This body part we call antenna. This antenna helps the insects to smell and taste the food. This special body part what we call is antenna. This antenna helps the insects to smell and taste the food. But like animals and human beings, plants, they do not have sense organs, but still they can feel the change. Like see, if you touch the touch me not plant, it closes its leaves like you can see in the picture. Before how the plant was, when you touch the plant, how it becomes. It is because it can feel the change. Though it doesn't have the sense organ, it can feel the change. And see, some of the seasons, some plants will bear fruits, some plants will bear flowers. It because it can feel the change, though it doesn't have the sense organs. Like see, when someone punches you, you feel the pain. But when you punch your doll, your teddy bear or your doll, it doesn't cry. It does because it doesn't feel the pain. It is because non-living things, they do not feel the pain. So non-living things do not feel changes. But we can feel the changes. We can feel the pain, we can feel we can feel coldness, we can feel hot, everything we can feel because of the sense organs. Another feature of living thing is living things can breathe. See, keep your hand in front of your nose and you can feel the air continuously coming out of your nose regular intervals. So at regular intervals you can feel that your breath is coming out. And now try to hold your breath by closing your nose with the fingers. Then what happens? You start feeling suffocation and you also start feeling uncomfortable. It is because we cannot live without breathing. And to breathe, what do we use? We use our lungs for breathing. We breathe through our lungs. So, and without breathing, we cannot live. The same way, like us, plants and animals also cannot live without breathing. They also breathe. Most animals, they breathe through the lungs. Like how we human beings are breathing through our lungs, the same way many animals, they too breathe using their lungs. But fishes, they do not have lungs, so they breathe through their breathing organ which we call gills. Fishes, they breathe through gills. This is the gills. This is the breathing organ of the fish which is gills. And few insects, they breathe through spiracles. Spiracles. They breathe through spiracles. So you can see here the part like this picture you can see now here. This is the special organ of the insects. Insects like grasshoppers, cockroaches, they breathe through spiracles. So this is the breathing organ of the insects. And frogs, they breathe in water through the skin, and when they come out from the water, they breathe like us through lungs. Frogs breathe inside the water using their skin, outside the water using the lungs. Plants, they don't have nose like us, but they have small holes on the surface of the leaves. On the under surface of the leaf, they have small holes. So if you see the leaf, on the leaf now there are many holes. On underside of this leaf, under surface of the leaf, there are many holes. That holes we call stomata. So these holes we call stomata. These plants use stomata to breathe. So Plant's breathing organ is stomata. Using stomata, plants breathe. But have you ever seen your books breathing, or your pencil breathing, or your pen breathing? They don't, because they don't have any breathing organ, because they are lifeless. Because they are non-living things and they don't have life, they don't use their breathing organs. Another feature of living thing is living things move. So most of the living things, they move. We human beings, we move with the help of our legs. Like us, many other animals, they too move using the legs. Like dogs, cats, they also use legs to walk and run. But birds do not, then they don't, means birds used to move their wings. Birds fly using their wings. See, like human beings, many other animals also, they use their legs for running, walking and moving here and there. Birds, they use their wings to fly. And fishes, they use their fins. So using the fins, you can see here, these are the fins. Using these fins, these fishes swim inside the water. And plants cannot move. Like us, plants, they cannot move. Because they cannot move, they only move their parts. Some of the parts they move. Like previously I have told about the touch me not plant. When you touch it, it closes its leaves. That itself is the movement. It is closing its leaves and opening its leaves. That is the movement of the plant. Same way, sunflower always turns towards the sun's direction. If the sun is in the east side, the sunflower faces towards the east side. If the sun is towards the west side, the sunflower turns its face towards the west side. So the plants, though they cannot move, they move their parts. And animals and birds, they move in search of food and shelter so that they can live. They move one place to another in search of food and shelter. So many of the animals can move using their legs. But few of the insects and birds, they move using their wings. They fly using the wings. And fishes, they swim with the help of their fins. Living things reproduce. So living things, they reproduce. Like if you see in the picture, cat gives birth to the kittens. Dog give birth to the puppies. Cow give birth to the calf. Human beings, they give birth to the babies. So all the living things, they produce their young ones of the same kind. Like human beings do not produce cats and dogs. Dogs do not produce cows and human beings. They produce their own kind. So dog is giving birth to puppies. Cat is giving birth to kittens. Cow is giving birth to calf. So it is giving birth to its own kind. So all living things, they reproduce the young ones of same kind. So this one we call as reproduction. The human beings, we are giving birth to the babies. But plants, they produce seeds. From the seeds, it is growing into a plant. So that seed falls on the surfaces, and from the soil it grows into a plant again. So like how we are producing our young ones, plants are producing seeds. But few of the insects, they don't produce the young ones. Instead, they lay eggs. From the eggs, the again it grows into a adult. So many insects, they they lay eggs, they don't produce the young ones. So many animals produce the young ones, but insects lay eggs. And plants produce seeds. From the seeds again it grows into a plant. And from the eggs the young ones will come out. So from these young eggs the young ones will come out. So cat gives birth to kittens, dogs give birth to puppies, cows give birth to calves, human beings give birth to babies, plants produce seeds, insects they lay eggs. Another living feature of living things is living things have lifespan. So if you see living things, when they are born they slowly grow, and when they reach old age they die. All living things get old and die. So like we humans, animals, plants and other things, they live for a short period or they live for a long period. Animals, plants, insects, birds, human beings, they either live for long period or they live for short period. But all the living things, they get old and they die. Human beings, they grow from babies, become old and finally they die. Humans, they live for long time. Different animals, they live for different lifespan. Dogs live about 10 to 12 years. And insects, the lifespan of a housefly is 15 to 30 days. They live for 15 to 30 days and they die. And some trees like peepal and banyan live for long time. But all the living things, they live and they die, because all the living things have certain lifespan. So they have to live in that lifespan and then they have to die. So all the living things, they all grow from babies, become old and then finally they die. So children, I hope you all have understood the lesson. Once again, we are going to know what are the main differences of living and non-living things. So living things and non-living things. Living things, they grow, but non-living things, they do not grow. Living things, they need food and water to live, because without eating food and water, we cannot survive, we may die. But non-living things, they don't need food and water to live. Living things have sense organs to feel the changes. So to know it is hot or cold, the surface smooth or rough, to know all this, we have sense organs. To smell the food, to taste the food, to know all these, we have sense organs. But non-living things, they don't feel any changes. Because they are lifeless, they have got no life, do not feel any changes. So non-living things, they don't feel any change. Living things, we breathe to live, because without breathing we will die. But non-living things, they do not breathe. Living things, we move from one place to another on our own. So living things move from one place to another on their own. So animals and all, they move one place to another in search of food and shelter so that they can live. But non-living things, they don't move on their own. We have to push the non-living things, like chair, table. If you want to keep it somewhere else, if you want to move it, either we have to pull it or push it, or we have to lift it. So we move the non-living things. Living things, move by itself, but non-living things we have to move because they cannot move on their own. Living things, they produce young ones of their own kind, but non-living things they cannot produce. So we human beings, we give birth to babies. The same way animals give birth to their babies, and insects, they lay eggs, and the eggs again will grow and become the adults. But non-living things like chair always remain one chair, it doesn't give birth to another chair because they are non-living, they don't live, they don't have life. Living things have definite lifespan because living things, they live for certain age and then they die, so they have definite lifespan. All the living things have definite lifespan because they live for some time and then they die. But non-living things, they have no lifespan, they do not have a lifespan. Because chair and all, you're buying it 10 years back also it is the same, 20 years back also it will be the same. Unless you damage it and you throw it, it doesn't have a lifespan, it doesn't live and die. But we human beings, we live and die because we have a definite lifespan. Okay children, I hope you all have understood the lesson. If any doubts, you can message me in WhatsApp. Okay.